Hey everyone, I'm back with a used and new haul. Actually, most of this stuff is actually used. um, so I've been getting a couple of hauls in the mail, and yesterday I also went to two antique malls in my local area that are not located near each other. They're like 45 minutes apart, but they are old textile mills that were converted into antique malls. So we did a little fun shopping and looking around for a couple of hours. And I found just a few goodies that I thought I would be able to use on some projects. So this first is some ribbon. It is 36 yards of ribbon. You can see the roll, right? And this was a really good price. I want to say, let's see, I have it was $10 for this entire roll. And I will be sharing with some crafty friends. But I thought this would be fun for packaging Happy Mail. For like, you know, the springtime or summertime. So you can see here it's pink gingham sort of with some daisies in here that are embroidered onto the trim, and the back is, you can see it again how they've constructed it. You don't get stuff like this easily well, for cheap, this cheap, I guess you could say. So that's 36 yards of that. And then the same seller had this roll, 50 meters, and this roll of ribbon is like this. This one was $11, so just $1 more, and it's 50 meters, and you can tell it's not been used. But there's that reverse side. You could really package up some nice things like birthday gifts and stuff with that. They have a rubber band around it to keep it from unraveling. That's a great idea. And so yeah, I got the whole roll for $11. And then this is the last ribbon that I bought. Same seller. This is just a plain white, but it's velvet. So this is, how much does it say that's on here? I don't think it gives, originally there was, did it say? No, this is 100% nylon. It's made in England, but it doesn't give the yardage. But you can see this is a really big roll, and it's basically mostly there. So this will be fun for packaging like Christmas stuff up, because it is velvet, and for the most part it's very usable. I mean, I had this tail here, but that was what was on the outside, so it got a little dirty. But I can just cut that off and use the rest of it. So I got those rolls, antique shopping, as well as these items. So let me just share with you. I bought a big jar of buttons. This jar was $10, and it was totally full. I poured some of it out into this container because I wanted to kind of look at the buttons. There are some very interesting vintage buttons in here. Most of them are plastic, but not all of them. I haven't gone through the whole thing. There are some metal ones. This actually is not a metal one, it's plastic, but there are some metal ones in here. These will be fun for some projects. I like to look through these because there's usually something interesting in these kind of bottles, and this one didn't let me down. So I had seen from the outside that these were in there. These are actually small mother of pearl buttons. You can see the little shine on them, the rainbow, and they're actually, like, when you touch them, they're cold to the touch. Plastic doesn't do that. So I know that these are not plastic, but you can tell by the shine that these are probably mother of pearl. And I have a few of those in here. I actually picked some out. These are all mother of pearl. You're probably wondering, this one looks plastic, but it has that same, well, this may be plastic, but these two right here I know are mother of pearl, because you've got that same sort of iridescent shine to it. And then there's some interesting ones, like I said, and you can really use them to make some really fun projects. But I pulled out some of the ones that I kind of was looking into. This is not glass. It would be cool if this one was glass, but this is plastic. A little different. Here's a bunch of metal ones that were left on the card. These are not plastic. And these round ones right here I really like. So these will be fun for some projects. Not necessarily cards, because these are, you know, very raised. Like that's like full on, probably a 1/2 inch button, like height wise. So I wouldn't put these on a card, but definitely, you know, a 3D project or something. I also picked up some books. I want to make some journals. Well, not journals actually. I wanted to make some special items for Christmas. This one right here is from my childhood memories. The regular book, or the regular storybook that they had for the Pokey Little Puppy, is one of mine from my childhood. So I thought I would make something for my sister as a Christmas gift, in addition to whatever I give her or buy for her. But I thought this would be fun to kind of deconstruct this and use the pages from the story to make a journal. Now there is this child's print in here, and I'll probably cover this up with some paper if I use this cover, and I will likely use the cover from the book to be the cover of the journal. And then this one right here is just a, you know, regular Jingle Bells story. This one holds no significance other than the fact that it's a Christmas story. So I thought that again would be fun for a journal make, some sort of book make, and I haven't decided yet what I want to make with it, but I have an idea. These were each, I believe, $1.50. And you can see the original price of this book was 69 cents when it was sold originally. I don't know about this one because it doesn't have a marking on it, but these are what I remember from my childhood in terms of, you know, learning to read and stuff. So I got those from the antique mall as well, and from different online sellers. Let me start with the stamps. Now, I didn't get any dies, I don't think. This is all from the same seller. She had a group of stamps for sale. I don't have any of these types of stamps today. This is the first time I've purchased something like this. And she had a whole bunch of Christmas ones that were all very similar. So this is the Rubber Tapestry is the company. I don't know if they're still in business, but here is the website. I didn't even bother to check because I got quite a few and I think I'm good for now. Poinsettia Wreath. So it makes this type of project, and you don't have to make it round. You can make it square or whatever shape you want, right? It comes with basically these little stamps, and they're on long pegs. I know there's another company that does this, and I think they're still in business, but these are the stamps that are in there, and they give you instructions on how to make the front image. So that's pretty much what all of these are going to do. So that's Poinsettia Wreath. And this one is Winter Pine Border. So you don't have to make this a wreath type of situation. You can make it into a border on a card. So just keep that in mind if you're looking at this type of stamp. And again, they're all on like these long peg type wooden stamp deals. And they're rubber stamp, like a red rubber stamp. So there's 4 in this one. And actually I'll show you right here because here's the images they make. And, you know, with different inking techniques, you'll get a different look. So generational stamping is what they use here in these examples. But if you use your oxides or if you use water to react with your ink, it will make a different look. So just keep that in mind. There's lots of different things you can do with these. So here's the 4 stamps that are in this package. This one's called Christmas Garland. This is very similar to the poinsettia one because it has poinsettias in it. This one has 4 stamps as well. You can see those right in here. And then here's the images that they stamp out. And you could mix and match. That was the other thing that I was like, you know, even though these are packaged like this, I can mix and match the pine cones from this into this one if I want to, because there's nothing that says you can't do that. And then, you know, the different leaves that you get in each of the stamps. So that's the other thing I was thinking, was that would be, you know, a flexible way to use this. This one is called Cardinal Resting in Holly. Now, this looks like it was a demo stamp. Maybe they should use this in one of their craft shows or something. So you can see this one has a cardinal in it, and it has 3 stamps. Berries, and then the evergreen, like a holly type of thing. So you can see here what it looks like. And you notice they stamped it in 2 different generations. So like this is the first stamping and this would be the second because it's lighter in color. Or if you have inks in the same color range, you can do that too. So just keep that in mind. I think the only missing thing from here is maybe a bird facing the other direction would have been cool. And maybe a little bit smaller or a different size, you know, sort of for this. But this is fine. I mean, it was a good price for the lot. Of course, I had to get it because this had a gingerbread wreath in it. So this one has 2 different size gingerbread, a candy cane, there's 2 pieces of greenery, and then there's a little gift in there. And I think this set was unused. I think most of these were unused. So there they are stamped out. And you get quite a lot of pieces in this one. And I think the seller was like, these retailed for somewhere in between 20, maybe $15 and $24 or something. But the entire price of my lot was less than, I think it was like $50 with shipping for all of these. So these are from, of course, the used stamp market. I can't remember where I got these from. Sorry, guys. But I bought these all together from the same person. And they were all in one grouping. One listing, I should say. So, gingerbread wreath. And then this, again, is another demo one. This one's Winter Night Sky. This one's like snowflakes. And if you already have stamps like this, obviously, you do not need to rebuy something like this. But these are fun because you get all these different pieces to construct a scene. Or, I'm sorry, a frame or a border. So most of these are snowflakes. Here are the stamped images. So, really, really fun sets. Like I said, you can mix and match them together to make whatever you're trying to make. And again, these are all winter or holiday items. Here is some stamps that I purchased. I think these 2 came from the same seller as well. Let me take this one out because this one right here was purchased individually. And I had it's like a little garland of cinnamon sticks and cookie cutters, and there's probably some other things in here that are harder to identify, but I wanted to use this for a card that I planned or something like that, or tag, so I picked this up. You can see it says Stampin' Up! 1995. I do not know what set it's from because I was really just interested in this. If anybody knows, just leave a comment. But in 1995, I had other things on my mind other than stamping. I think I was still traveling at that time for work. So, very busy at that time. This is a set from Stampin' Up! I don't actually know if these go together in the same set. It's called Christmas Carolers. Oh, yeah. It says it's a set of 2. Maybe they did come together because it does make sense. I just like the sentiment and the image of the carolers. So this set and this set I purchased from the same seller. This is, I don't know the name. I'm sure somebody can put it down there because I've seen this before. I think Tina Bean had shown this one. I believe she even made a card, I think, with this. I like the mittens. Honestly, the mittens garland here and the little snowman to and from. were what I was really like taken with it. I think it's because they're small in size. But these two stamps are what I really liked. I mean, I like this one, but, you know, just extra. So, this set doesn't have a year on it. I don't know the name of this set, but, you know, this is an older Stampin' Up! Set, obviously. It's not in the original, or it doesn't have a name on the packaging. I just buy what I like, honestly. That's what you should do. Buy what you like. And then these two wooden stamps, again, from the same seller. I like this leaf with the acorns. We have these types of trees here in my yard. Our acorns aren't that big, though. This one is Autumn Leaf and Acorns, C4296, 1999 from Diana Markham. And then this one is a PSX, I think. Yeah, G1301, and it doesn't have a name, but you can tell why I bought it if you've watched me long enough. So I had to get that. All right, and then lastly, I did purchase, as I said in one of my previous videos, the two stamps that were made available with Jill Norwood's help. Thank you, Jill, for talking to them on behalf of our crafty needs. But these are the two face stamps that Peachy Keen had out. And for those of you who are interested, I think the sale period is over. The only way you could have purchased these was through her Facebook page and the links that Jill had posted in her video. So my suggestion is, if you're interested in Peachy Keen stamps, you follow them on Facebook, because any announcements are going to come from them as well. So just find them on Facebook, and you can follow them. And if you're looking for any of their older stamps, they are more expensive on the used stamp market, which kind of sucks. You know, I understand people want to make money, especially if they're not, you know, not using the items to buy other crafting stuff, perhaps. I don't know. Here's the two face sets. I didn't have these yet, so picked them up. And then the last one is a used purchase as well. This one came from a Facebook group that I'm in, and I think Chris, hi Chris, she's the one who told me where to find their used stamps for this particular company, the Stamps of Life. She added me to that group, or she linked me to the group. And I found this one. This one is Letters for Letter Tray. Now, I know this is still available on her website, because I actually went and purchased one of the other items that was kind of like, should I buy it? Should I not? You'll see that in a later haul when it arrives, but this is the entire alpha set, and I like the font of this particular set, because it kind of is similar to what I've been playing with that skinny font that is so prevalent in some of the actual stuff that I've been making. You'll notice that there are punctuation marks in this. There are numbers, and there's the letter B and K, and they are also basically different versions of the two letters on the front. So you can see B and K here, but it's here also. So anyway, that's what I purchased from a Facebook seller, and I think that is my haul. Oh, let me just show you. I had gone through a couple of the, what do you call these, unmounted stamps, and stamped them out because I wanted to see what the detail was on the stamp themselves. I could tell from looking at them what they were, but I just wanted to see closely what, you know, what details were in here, because sometimes you miss that when you're looking at the stamp. So, like, I wrote on the back Snow Globe, Country Angel. This one says Nurse. That's not my handwriting. And this is Snow People Nativity. So let me show you what they look like stamped, because I stamped a whole bunch of them to see if I wanted to keep them. So here's that Country Angel. And I have found who makes this or who was the illustrator for this. I think this is an Azadi Earl stamp, and I don't know what year it came from, but it is a country angel. That's why it's written on the back like it is. Really, really cute. So you can find this on eBay. I've seen this on eBay because that's how I identified it, because I was looking through their stamps that they had. And then that's how I found the name too, by the way. Now this snow globe, I looked at it closely, and to me this is the New York skyline. Because you can see the Twin Towers here. And then of course, you know, that's iconic building right there. So that's really nice. You've even got people in the park playing in the snow. So I decided to keep that one. And then this one is a nativity scene with snow people. Really cute too. I don't know who makes these. Maybe it's Stampin' Up, maybe it's somebody else, but it doesn't matter to me who makes it. It's just more that I like the image and I think I'll use it. So, and these were already unmounted. And then this one right here is a nurse. And I kept it because I've got quite a few family members that are nurses and former nurses. So I decided I'd keep this in case I needed to make them a card. So that is so far what I have for you. That's it for now, and I hope you have a good weekend. Bye.